Winner of the tournament once again this year with an impressive score of 9.5 points out of a possible 13, Kasparov has proved to everyone that he's still the best. The prize-giving ceremony seems somewhat modest, at least in the eyes of the man it honors. How could anyone forget 1985? This was the year Kasparov, then aged 22, became the youngest world chess champion in history. He beat Karpov in a match lasting several months. The event made the headlines all over the world. It was the era of the Cold War, and the chess players symbolized the intellect of the two blocs. Having just been discovered by the general public, chess was at the height of its popularity in the press. Since the fall of communism, the World Chess Championships no longer attract the attention of the media. Only Kasparov's defeat against the computer Deep Blue in 1997 thrust the world of chess back into the limelight. Kasparov's real achievement, more than having become world champion, is to have held on to the title for 15 years. An unbelievably long reign, a quiet reign following a noisy coronation, a discreet reign, a reign which, to hear him, is by no means over.
So far, I don't want to think about the moment when career ends. The key moment is to realize that you cannot fight for the title. So far, I don't see anyone who could take the title from me unless, I'm destroying myself.
Kasparov cannot resign himself to seeing chess slip back into obscurity. For the past 15 years, he has done everything in his power to give chess a professional status. His dream is to see it become as popular as tennis and receive as much media coverage. He was the first chess player to hire an agent. Owen Williams, a former member of the Davis Cup Organization Committee, now works exclusively for Kasparov.
He pays no attention. He pays no attention to me at all. Okay.
So, no, I had to talk to him.
I'm planning at the moment for you to be in LA 3 days.
Yeah.
Be the simul on the 28th, the big dinner for the charity for Mentor, and you meet all the royals and all the hoody-doos, the howdy-doos, on the 29th, and then the 30th is Halloween. You'd probably leave on that day.
To New York.
Brighton, November 8th, we'll know next week for sure.
So this is if it's Brighton here, then my idea was then I go to Zurich to see William, and then I go to Geneva. So that could be one trip.
Oh yes, I've got that. Lisbon, this is the details of Lisbon. It's a big chess festival from the 13th to the 21st. There's a bank sponsoring it. At 3 p.m. they want to do a press conference, followed immediately by a simul against 30 kids. 8 to 20 years of age. Sign autographs afterwards and visit the chess center and home. Usual fee plus all expenses.
Yes. So now I have to arrive on the 19th here. We don't have time.
Yeah.
No, we don't have time. This is too
tight.
Too tight.
But I think the TV media thing will fit in there very nicely.
Yeah.
Probably need to
So
go,
what here is I'm facing a major problem at home. 28th October. So
it's Vadim's birthday? Ooh.
Yeah, okay, so I understand, but
Don't get me in the middle of that.
no. It will be my responsibility. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There is no way that Garry thinks in his life in the same way as chess. In chess, he's very, very orderly. He's a genius. He's a genius on a chessboard. In his life, he's much more human. He won't like to hear me say this, but he makes mistakes. He has many different things. He's not